Trump. Let me say something. We are 6 days away from an election, and ours is about a fight for democracy and your right to be heard.
Democrats secretly love Donald Trump because they actually need him to succeed. Sounds wild, right? You've heard it over and over again. Democrats can't stand Donald Trump. From the moment he first ran for president in 2016, the rivalry between him and Democrats seemed to define everything.
Our jails, because to put them in our jails, they didn't pay the electric bill. To put them, oh, I like that much better. Oh. Oh, that's so much better. Those lights were brutal. They come from the dishonest press? Where? Oh, don't turn them off. Forget it. Better, right? No, get those lights off.
But what if this rivalry isn't as simple as it seems? Could it be that Democrats, in some strange and unexpected way, benefit from Trump's existence in the political spotlight? And even if you claim to hate him, he knows just how to use a sneaky little trick to get you to change your perspective of him just enough to make you second guess yourself. But by the end of this video, I'll explain why Democrats may secretly love Trump, even if they won't admit it. Let's start with the most obvious thing, Trump's personality. You can't talk about him without mentioning how polarizing he is. When Trump speaks, you either love him or you hate him.
Let's talk about George Floyd. You said George Floyd's death was a terrible thing.
Terrible.
Why are African Americans still dying at the hands of law enforcement in this country?
And so are white people. So are white people. What a terrible question to ask. So are white people. More white people, by the way. More white people.
There's really no middle ground. He's always been in the headlines because of his bold, in-your-face style. Whether it's his tweets, his rants, or his tweets about his rants, Donald Trump is a lightning rod for attention. But why is this a good thing for Democrats? Well, Trump is an expert at creating drama. When he does something outrageous, like saying he wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, it's like turning the volume up to 100 on the political conversation. This, believe it or not, benefits the Democrats in ways they probably never expected, because every time Trump does something that gets people talking, whether it's his Make America Great Again slogan or controversial policies like buying Iceland and Canada, it forces Democrats to react. Now think about this. Without Trump in the picture, would the political conversation be as heated? Would the Democratic Party be as energized and motivated to stand up for their values? Well, that's a question for you to answer. But one thing's for certain, Trump's antics have given the left a very clear villain to fight against, and he's become the perfect target.
The lights! Turn off the lights! So much nicer. No, that's the way we have to negotiate for our country.
But wait, there's more. By constantly pushing back against Trump, the Democrats can define themselves more clearly. They can say, we're definitely not like that guy. It's easier to rally people behind a cause when there's someone to oppose. So the next question is, if Trump didn't exist, would Democrats be as unified as they are now? But let's be real. Trump is entertainment. He's made politics a lot more exciting for millions of people. Love him or hate him, you can't deny that the drama he creates keeps everyone on the edge of their seats. But for Democrats, this isn't just a headache, it's an opportunity. Think about it. What's the easiest way to get attention in politics? Drama, of course, whether it's his impeachment, him being a convicted felon, or some other political stunt, assassination attempt. Controversy brings eyeballs. Trump has turned himself into a reality star, and while it annoys his critics, it drives up voter turnout and engagement. And this is where the secret love starts to emerge. Trump's drama can sometimes shift public opinion in ways that favor the Democrats. His trade wars and tariffs he imposed on China caused many small businesses and working class Americans to feel the pinch, giving Democrats a clear voice in saying, we can fix this. Trump's handling of the migrant crisis and the birthright citizenship issue, and then of course the tax cuts. Democrats opposed Trump's tax cuts for the wealthy, and this created a clear divide in how the two parties view issues like income inequality. But is it really that bad? You might be thinking, okay, but what about his actual policies? Surely they're a nightmare for Democrats, and you're right. Many of his policies directly clash with Democratic ideals. But here's the thing, Trump's policies also set up the perfect opportunity for Democrats to shine. Here's the secret though. Sometimes Trump's overly bold policies set up a scenario where Democrats can propose solutions that appeal to a broader base, including some moderates and independents. Without Trump's extreme actions, they wouldn't have such an easy way to highlight their differences. But wait, isn't Trump the most divisive figure in modern politics? Possibly. He sparked deep divides within the country. But weirdly enough, Trump's divisiveness has a curious effect. It forces people to define their identities, creating a sense of inclusion for his supporters and for his critics alike. Think about the way Trump brands himself and his ideas. His supporters feel like they belong to a club. His catchphrases like "Make America Great Again" and "America First" create a sense of pride and unity within a group of people who feel left behind or forgotten by the political elite. But there's always a twist. When Democrats inevitably oppose him, they build their own sense of unity, and in a way, Trump's existence forces both sides to be more clearly defined, making everyone feel like a part of a political tribe. And there's no denying it, when Trump is in the running for the president, voter turnout is extremely high, and even if it only means that people exercise their rights to vote against him, they do so. And hey, look at that, another win for the Democrats. But by now you might be asking, is this for real? Do Democrats secretly love Trump? Well, the truth is, it's not about love in the traditional sense. It's more about how his constant presence in American politics gives the Democratic Party the tools they need to stay relevant, energized, and united. His personality, his policies, and his polarizing style make him the perfect villain for the Democrats, whether they like it or not. And if nothing else, they definitely have to thank him for keeping them on their toes, giving them something to fight for, helping to solidify their political identity. And maybe you didn't realize it, but for people who characterize Trump as a racist, he quickly turns your argument on its head with a sneaky little trick.
To the Black and Hispanic communities, I want to thank you for the tremendous outpouring of love and trust that you have shown me with your vote. We set records, and I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come.
Not only does he propose to investigate the assassinations of two important figures who just happen to be white, but he also lets minorities know that he's looking out for them as well, and will also investigate the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Now, for many, this is spilled milk, water under the bridge, a non-issue, but Trump wants to make America great again, and if it means playing the psychological game to do so, you just know it's all fair game. But what do you think? Do you see Trump as a tool for political success for both parties? Hey guys, if you made it this far into the video, it means that you secretly love this content. So how's about a quick tap of the like button and maybe share it to your friends and get their perspective on it?